adding integers. 7 is odd. How do you make it even? Erase the S. Today's lesson is adding integers. The Indiana Academic Standard is 7.2.1 because we're adding integers. A property for today is inverse property of addition. The sum of an integer and its additive inverse is 0. Remember, an additive inverse is the same thing as the opposite of a number. 1 and -1 are additive inverses. 5 and -5 are additive inverses. They're opposites. Additive inverses are just opposite numbers. 1 plus -1 is 0. -1 plus 1 is 0. X plus -x is 0. -x plus x is 0. For adding integers, if the signs are the same, the sum of two positive integers is positive. If you have negative integers, the sum of two negative integers is negative. When you have different signs, to add two integers with different signs, find the difference of their absolute value. The sum has the sign of the integer with the larger absolute value. I found a little song that might make it a little bit easier to understand.
Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number, then it'll be exact. Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number, then it'll be exact. Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. Keep the sign of the higher number, then it'll be exact.
If you can repeat that song at school tomorrow, I'll give you a bonus point. For example 1, you can think of these as the chips we used in class. If you had -7, we'd represent that with 7 red or blue chips. If we had +3, we'd represent that with 3 white chips. When you combine them together, you can make 3 zero pairs. So you're left with -4. Try the quick check problems on your own, using the model like they were the chips we used in class. Pause the video to do these problems. Quick check 1A. -1 plus +4 is +3. Letter B. 7 plus -3 is +4. And letter C. -2 plus -2 would give us -4. I hope you did well on those examples. If you didn't get any of them right, please correct your paper at this time. Pause the video if you need more time to fix it. We are not going to use a number line to solve adding and subtracting integer problems. Now we have a string of operations. We have -7 plus -4 plus 13 plus -5. We're doing nothing but adding, so we're going to solve this from left to right. So first we're going to take -7 plus -4. That gives us -11. So now we have the problem -11 plus 13 plus -5. Next we'll take -11 plus 13. That's +2. So now we have the problem +2 plus -5. That gives us -3. So -7 plus -4 plus 13 plus -5 is -3. Now we'll do some more examples. Take a look at quick check number 2, letter A. We have 2 plus -6. We don't have same signs, we have different signs. So we know we're going to subtract the numbers. We have more negatives, so we know our answer is going to be negative. So our answer is negative, and the difference between 2 and 6, well, 6 minus 2 is 4, so our final answer is -4. For part B, we have -4 plus 9. Again, different signs, so we're going to subtract. This time, though, we have more positives than negatives, so our answer is positive. 9 minus 4 is 5. So answer B is positive 5. For letter C, we have negative 5 plus negative 1. We have the same signs. Remember, same signs, add and keep. So we're going to add the numbers. 5 plus 1 is 6. They're both negative, so our answer is negative 6. Now let's try 3A. For this one, we're going to have to, again, we're just adding. We're going to have to work from left to right. 1 plus negative 3 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 plus negative 10 is negative 10. For part B, we have negative 250 plus 200. That's negative 50. Plus negative 100 would give us negative 150. Plus 220 would give us an answer of positive 70. Now let's take a look at the story problem. An earthquake monitor in Hokley, Texas is located in a salt mine at an elevation of negative 416. The elevation of an earthquake monitor in Ponca Flat, California is 1,696 meters higher than the monitor in Hokley. Find the elevation of the monitor in Pinyon Flat. So we're going to take negative 416 plus 1,696. Because they are different signs, we're actually going to end up subtracting. So when you subtract, you end up with 1,280 meters. So the elevation in Pinyon Flat is 1,280 meters. Pause the video at this time if you're not finished copying down the notes. And don't forget, you have to have a question for class tomorrow. So if you haven't written a question down, you better do so now, because I'm going to ask you about it in class. Just take the S away.